What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back again. More Last Day on Earth action. And I know, I'm going to get this out of the way at the start here. This video is late for the event. Listen, we have been on a grind. We film a lot of stuff in advance, or as best we can. If it's new and like current, we try our best to get that stuff in. But we got a lot going on the channel here. So, we are nearing the finish of the Big Hunt event. I have just over a day or so left. I've done my reset here for today, and I've knocked them out. We got 16 hours. I think we got, what did I say? I got a day and an hour left here. I have talked in the past about how if you're going to spend money on this game, which I don't advocate for, if you want to support the development and you want to support the game that you play, if you play this game a lot, I think that's a great idea. I can't say that enough. We have a free-to-play series. You can definitely work through. Big Hunt ends up being one of the better events that you can work through on a free-to-play account. The rewards, are they great? No, not necessarily, to be honest with you, but there's just some good quality stuff in here for simply running to a few locations and taking care of some bosses, and you can do this with relative ease. A few of the bosses, especially the red zone bosses like Factory, Limestone Spires, they're going to be a little bit more difficult, but nothing that you can't take down with some pretty simple means, right? I've talked in the past about how I think the Big Hunt event can be really good if you're going to go farm locations, if you need to go pick up materials, whether that just be pine or, you know, maybe iron ore, whatever the case may be, or just to go to those locations and farm the chests, which I think is a really good thing. You get some solid stuff, especially out of the red zone chests. Maybe you need to go clear factory to get some satellite dishes or whatever the case may be. Big Hunt event is really good. It's it rewards you again for just kind of playing the game, doing a few things that you want to do. I like it. I like the event. I'm going to say that up front. Over the course of time, as you continue to open these things up, you also, or rather, as you complete your assignments, you're going to get the option for these bonus materials, right? Anything here, now we have it completed, obviously, but highlighted in yellow, that you can see grayed out a little bit. You can end up stacking up these rewards. Well, probably the last, I don't even know how many seasons worth of rewards this was. It was quite a few. I went ahead and I picked up the premium version of this, which means that now for the duration of this, the next reset, I'll get these premium rewards, but we also got all of the premium rewards that we had stacked up. What it ended up equating to for us was quite a few different guns, some high-end materials, such as, again, we've got like high-tech components. I got steel. I've got more fragments of titanium armor. We got a lot. More importantly, we got 1,000. We literally got 1,000 of these keys plus 75 of the rare chests. So I wanted to do this. I'm going to showcase it. Again, I do not recommend, if you don't want to spend money on this game, especially this event, you do not have to. But if you've been playing for a long time and you've been stacking up the rewards, dropping a couple of bucks to get that huge loot haul, could be a really good idea. So consider it. Don't have to. If you're free to play, keep the grind going. You're still getting some benefit if you end up doing this, but I wanted to share this with you. I want to have some fun jumping in. We're gonna decrease this just a little bit. I want to jump in. I want to share this with you. After we get done cracking all of these, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do something that I don't usually do mid-season, but I want to try to get some progress. So let's open some of these up. So again, talked about on the basic scavengers crate here, the base rewards, probably not great, although you can't pick up some iron. That's cool. Pine, stone, so stuff you just kind of would save you from grinding. This stuff is just grind saving. This is time savers to me. Kind of same thing for a handful of these, although getting iron hatchets and iron pickaxes in your inventory, which is where all this stuff goes, it goes into your storage inventory. Those are really good, in my opinion, being able to stock these up, especially iron hatchets, which you can use for raids. So there's some side benefits to that. Dogs is cool. Then when you get up to the upper tier rewards, oak is pretty solid. I might bump that down into blue. But copper, all these weapons, these are pretty good. These are good if you end up picking up some very rares, and you get at least a very rare or better in every 5th crate. So you get to do that. That's pretty fun. We're going to go ahead. We're going to open a whole bunch of these all right in a row. And then we're going to open a whole bunch of the other ones. So we'll jump into that. Let's do 10 here. Okay, and so we actually did pretty good when you kind of consider. So we're guaranteed these 2 slots because every 5th crate we get one of those. So I'm happy, personally very happy to see copper. I will always take a skull crusher. Again, I talked about these getting into our inventory. These are nice for us, not only doing raids, but also iron pickaxes become helpful if you start getting over into the swamp, which is obviously very late game after you have the ATV. You might be saying, Doc, why is that important? Because it reduces the amount of inventory slots you need to have these things before you go there. If you have them in your inventory and you can pull them as you need them, you can actually extend your grinding sessions, which is really important. I'm going to talk about that probably in a future video on how to set yourself up for good grinding sessions. Because it is important. It's important that you optimize it so that you're not wasting energy or running back and forth a lot. We grabbed a couple of dogs, which is cool. Leather, and thick fabric, that's fine. Ball bearings, whatever, but that was okay. Plus we got 10 of the collector keys, so we'll get some other good crates out of this. We got another 5 here we can open, or another 10 rather. Okay, and we actually got slightly worse off overall because we got a bunch of common rewards, bunch of blue tape. That's kind of meh. And this is probably why, if you're not a biggest fan of this, you probably feel like you see these a lot. Which, again, out of 10 here, I don't doubt that you are seeing a handful of these. I will always take the pine, and I will always take stone bricks. Again, another puppy is cool, but we did get 2 more of the skull crushers, and we picked up a metal pipe. All these are good, again. They have in the inventory. Saves us a lot of crafting materials, so that's pretty good. Happy with that. I have probably, what, 1 more of these? Yeah, stone bricks. Nice. Okay. So that was that. Now we have quite a few of these. Almost 20. We're just shy of 20. Now this, in my opinion, is where this really steps up a notch. Even the basic rewards here, fantastic. Free to play, I would take springs all day long. All day long. The iron stuff is pretty good. Always nice to have med kits in the inventory. Fragments of titanium armor are fantastic for breaking down. Probably the only thing I'm not a big fan of is turret parts. These are pretty easy to get. Then you get into these upper tier rewards. I'm not mad at any of this. Not mad at any of this. The only one I'm mad at here is plastic. Although I am realizing that this is relatively rare on free to play. You just don't need a lot of it though. That's the other thing. You're not dumping a ton of plastic into stuff. So I would move this. I just strike this one. If I was developers, I'd just axe this one, and everything else in here is golden. It's fantastic. Carbon composite's amazing. Factory parts, the fact that you get 3 each of these. Glass I would bump up to get 3 of these as well. This is an upper tier item. Rubber's pretty good. I'm happy with this. And then you look at the top end of this. Be able to get bricks, ash planks, titanium bars, car batteries, and elite puppies along with scars and AKs. Ooh, too good. Too good. Hopefully we see a few of those. But let's crack these. Let's get 10. See what we're sitting at. Got a scar, baby. Let's go. We actually did really good. Look at, we got 4 out of the 10. We got basically 6 basic rewards. I'm happy to get these med kits. This is fantastic. Turret parts, take the fragments, titanium armor, nails, whatever on this account. But get a scar and then get 3 very rares out of this. Steel plates and rubber. I'll take that. I will take it. All right, I think we got a handful more here. First aid kit. Ooh, another very rare with the lens. Back to back with the neutralizer. Oh, and these are in every 3rd crate. Okay, so we're still beating the odds. We're still heavily beating the odds. I opened 10, 11, 12. We got 6. 1 out of 2. That's wild for very rares and up. I'm including the extremely rare in that. That's pretty awesome. All right, and we're back down to earth here. And we're back up. Wow, these are really good. Reanimator, fantastic reward. I will take first aid kits, please. Another very rare. Woo! Titanium armor, and that's all she wrote. That was really good. That was really good. In addition, again, to all of the stuff we had already gotten. There is a world in which we get maybe 1 more of these crates, depending on what our assignments are. We could refresh this to take more advantage of the premium, which we're not going to do. And so going forward here, next couple of seasons come around, we'll just stack up some rewards. We'll grab what we can while we get it, maybe drop in a couple of bucks, pick up a big package. This was a really nice boost. So I just want to quickly showcase What we picked up here. Again, not all 27 of these came from this. Obviously, not all 358 first aid kits, reanimators, but again, picked up some neutralizers, a scar. A lot of this stuff here we picked up as part of our packages, which I'm really, really happy about. So it was good. It was really good. I wanted to do that, want to showcase that. I think, again, if you're trying to be smart, if you are willing to spend a little bit of money, that makes sense. If you want to do that. So next thing, I'm going to do this. And I don't usually do this. If you've watched this channel for a little while, I don't usually do this. Mid-season, we're about halfway. I really want to try to see if we can't get some mercenary progress. I really do. Load me up here. We have some contracts to drop in here. We've been stockpiling up a little bit. Let's go ahead. Let's crack this. We'll get up to 40. Actually, we'll get more than that. We're 65 of these. Let's see what we can get in 65. I need stripes. I need contracts. I need to do some stuff. Let's see what we get. Let's just jump in here. Stripes. Come on. Very rare. Tucker. Okay. Not great. 55. Ooh. Oh, that might be the one we need. And a Connor. I think I actually need him. I think I need Chris. This might let me get him up to the next level. We'll have to see. That could be a good grab right there. Okay. Okay, Rachel. Okay, okay. Got some more here. There's a good chance Karma. Triple Karma? What? What? Look at this, dude. Have you ever seen this before? Have you literally ever seen this before? Triple Karma. That's wild. To get 3 in 10 alone is very rare. To get 3 of the same is nuts. All right, Tucker. We should be in a good spot. Ooh, this might solidify it if we didn't have it before. All right, we got 15 more here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We might miss on this very rare. We're gonna miss. That's okay. We got a lot of stripes. A lot of stripes. Let's get in here. All right, Connor. Oh, we needed one. We needed one more Connor. Oh, I would have loved to be able to get him up to 51. We have 9 contracts for Rachel. Rachel, we need to level you up probably. Lemmy, we're missing the 2. But Chris, no, I forgot he's at 48 out of 50. That was still good. We grabbed 2. So that means if we're able to get him up to 50, we're 2 away. We don't have an Officer Murphy. This is also one I was really hoping to get. A lot of you have knocked and dropped in the comments below how good he is. I agree with you. Statistics, stats wise, I've seen him leveled up pretty good, and the fact that he can just keep his health up, really good mix of health and damage. So he does what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to tank, but he can also dole out some damage, which is really good at the upper levels. So plus with his passive abilities, range attacks deal 15% less. That's really good. Damage from explosives barrels is decreased. So like he can take the hits. I'm hoping for him because we need 2 Lemmy contracts. I'd love to get Lemmy up. I think his DPS would be really good. But if I was to grab one or get to choose one rather, very rare, it would be Officer Murphy to see what he's looking like at stat line 40, and see if that gives us any big bump. We have a ton of Liberty. We have Jack of all trades. We got Rust that we could still level up. Karma, we have a ton of contracts for. Malison, a lot of you have been talking about how good she is. We might have to give her a go, and we're actually leveling up her pretty good. We got her almost to 40, so maybe we drop the rest of the stripes in here. We could actually get her to 40. That could be pretty cool. And then we have Naomi and Dash that we haven't really put any time from. And I'm still missing Godfrey. Although I don't think he's great. From everything that I can tell here, I don't think he's great. Frenzy pool. So what does this guy do? 5% with base stage, 5% frenzy increases damage by 1%. He can get a bonus. Spin 3 times while swinging his axis, dealing a total of 390% of damage. All nearby enemies. Enemies in the area are stunned. He's invincible for any type of damage for the duration of the frenzy dance. And it costs 100% of the frenzy pool. So essentially what he does is kind of blow off of his damage boost, which I could see the frenzy dance being really good if you put him as the front line. He's able to survive. You can get a big stack of enemies. You can let this go. Boom, hit everybody. Then stun. And he's invincible, so he can DPS the damage. Getting him up to this, where he starts the battle with 100%, would be really good, because he could probably knock out a ton. And then, I mean, this seems really good. He gets double passive skills if he has the chance of actually stunning, but I don't know. The 15% seems a little low to me. And what I don't know is how his stat line will work. So I wish we could hire him, but we have to just get lucky and open contracts here. So let's see what we want to do. I'm thinking I want to do 2 things. Malison, let's go ahead, dropping this in here. Upgrade. This maxes her. I need 2 more to get her up into the level 50s. She seems pretty solid. She seems like she could be pretty solid, so maybe we test her out, but she's maxed up for where we have her. I think the other thing we do here is probably max out my man. That's what I'm going to do. Use the 28. This gets him 2 more. That was good. We grabbed a couple of him, which was nice. And then we can get him up to 60. That's a decent buff. He's got a lot of health, actually. Damage at 190 is not terrible. It's actually better. It's just, it's this guy, man. He's holding me back. I put so much effort into getting this guy leveled up. And now, DPS-wise, that's really what I'm missing from my team, is a good DPS. That's really where I'm stuck. I would 100% do him. Maybe Tucker. Tucker could be pretty good. Tucker does deal a lot of damage. Maybe we level Tucker up. We could get Tucker into the 40s. Maybe that's where I drop these. Increase the rank here. I need 1 more of him. Makes me not want to spend these stripes, because if I get him up into the 60s, then he can really pump. I like his passive too, as they increase their stats. But you got to kind of have the build around. Maybe Tucker's the guy. This is so tough. We've also dumped a lot into this guy. And the barbed wire seems pretty solid. Maybe I do that, though. These are 5,000. So I'm only getting this, what, a level? Yeah. Not even, I can't even get him 2 levels with this. Do we go Tucker instead? We'd be better set up for Tucker. We could get him into the 40s. Maybe I drop his 40 of these, maxes him. Let's just do it. Upgrade him. Then we upgrade him again. I mean, 104 damage. He's just so... Tucker is just so... You just don't have the health. You just don't have the health. But if we get him leveled up, we get the contracts. I could already get him. No, I'd need 1 more, because it's 3 to get from 40 to 50, and then 5 from 50 to 60. But he's very close. Maybe we do that. It's so tough. It's so tough. This is the hardest part about this. Is the actual hardest part about this. Just get him up. Maybe 1 more level. Extra tan damage. He got 300 health. He could be okay. He could be okay. We could use Universal Stripes and get him up to 33. Man, it's like, do I use these? Do I not? Should I? Shouldn't I? May I? Can I? Liberty, I'm not impressed with. Rust, I'm not impressed with you. Karma, you could be good, Karma. Could be good if we got you leveled up. We have the contracts. Just don't have the stripe. We bursted the stripes in. I feel like this was a solid way to go because we have him leveled up so high at 50. Allison at 40. Maybe we try her and or Tucker. Maybe flip-flop the two of them. Kind of see what that looks like. I'm going to save the Universal Stripes. I'm not going to upgrade Tucker. All right, let's try. Let's try. We talked a lot of strategy here. A lot of chit-chatting. Everybody has different strategies. Keep in mind, folks, that, you know, this is purely based on what contracts we have, right? That becomes the biggest limiter. Stripes is one thing, but because they have the use of Universal Stripes, you can do a lot with those. Where we're at is trying to figure out how not to spread them out too much. We have to kind of focus on a few folks because at this point with where I'm at in these expeditions, I mean, I have 31 of 40 done of Destroyed Station, and I'm 25 of 40 done on Old Train Station. So we're on the back end of the tough part of both of these. Now, granted, I'd love to get this. I'd love to get some progress here. Let's just see what we can do. So what is this here? Yes, it deals damage. Feel like we made a little bit of moves, maybe. Cool down the skill. I'm thinking... Let's try a different DPSer. Let's try Tucker. How much does this hurt my score? It's not great. I wonder if Malison actually... Let's try... I don't know. Tucker actually hurts me way worse. His score is so low. Holy moly. Let's try Malison. Let's try her. Let's try her. What the heck? We might as well. Maybe not putting her in the puddle. Maybe should have flip-flopped them back. But I want her attack speed to not be infringed. Let's just see. Does deal a lot of damage. And her skill cooled down. That's pretty good. I think the two of them together with the debuff might not be too bad. She died. I probably need to flip-flop those two. Yo, stop hitting my boy in the back. That ain't cool. Connor is just absolutely tanking. We can actually do this? Give me the boost. And it's slowing him. No! I don't think he can tank this. Maybe he can. Oh, we killed some of the back end guys. They're definitely dealing the DPS. Yo, yo, yo. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Eat these guys. Eat them. 100%. Look at this. Dude, how many waves is this level? There's no way, dude. We need so much damage. That's crazy when you think about it. We have to just be so much more effective. I didn't hate Malice in there. I actually think she did okay. She held her own. She did all right. She did okay. She did all right there. I'm not mad at her. I'm just trying to think. Again, this would be the one where I would have Murphy frontline here, right? I'd have Murphy frontline. I'd have Connor. And I'd probably have either Chris or our DPSer, right? Probably Chris, right? Chris's abilities are pretty solid. So it's one of those things where, like, he's just so... I'll try it. Whatever. There's no way I win this, though. He's not going to be able to stay alive long enough because he's such a low level. If we could even just get him to 40, I might have a chance. But again, it's just every 100 openings you get a very rare. And I feel like we have seen him more often than that, but not much more often. I might as well just hit his skill. Yeah, he's dead already. He's literally already dead, dude. Oh my god. That is absolutely brutal. Rip. All right. Yeah, Malison wasn't bad. Malison wasn't bad there. That's how I would set that up. Because again, Connor's gonna run forward, double tank up at the front. Connor can do, or our boy can do, Chris, our boy can do enough damage in the back. And his skill is really good. The extra armor reduction, all that stuff, and then as it levels up, slows them down. Pretty good. All right, let's see if we can... Now this one I actually feel pretty good about. Except for the fact that they're losing health. Now this one I'm actually going to consider Tucker here. Let's see if Tucker can help. So this one... What hurts me here is that the enemies are going to constantly basically be getting their health back based on the attack speed. So we have to be able to focus in on a single zombie, but high single shot damage, like the melee, like Tucker here, could actually be the key. Again, they're just out healing it, which is... I hate this. The problem too is I feel like they don't focus on a single zombie. So like I'm trying to kill this edge one here. Taking so much. Connor's just getting worked on damage here. Like, yeah, that's the first wave. How wild is that? That's the first wave and everybody's dead. Like, what? Like, really? Like, what? Oh, man. Well, we tried. We tried. Daily loot. That's what we're getting. We're going to keep working towards this. We got some contracts. I feel like we made some moves, but really at this point, I need some more legendaries is what I need, or some very rares. That's what I need. I need either 2 of these to get Lemmy up. I need 1 for Officer Murphy. I think both of those might give us some of the change that we need and make some moves here. Maybe getting some additional for Malison, a couple of contracts for her, get her up into the 50s. I think her DPS could be pretty solid. Maybe me spending a little bit more stripes as we get them on Tucker. He could be really good. He has great damage. Getting his health up, making him less spongy or more spongy, less of a glass cannon would be really good. So we'll just have to keep working it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to slowly grind it up, I am going to be saving up a bunch of quick draw stripes in case we do get lucky enough to get our 5th contract here for Connor. I do think him getting up and essentially getting all the way to level 60 and just being able to absolutely tank all the damage, I think could be really, really good. Plus him being able to deal some more and get his armor increase could be a big change. So want to share that with you. Thanks for tuning into this one. I hope you enjoyed. No real progress here today, but we're moving some things forward. So again, can't be too upset with that. And lots more Last Day on Earth action to come. Again, we're doing a bunch of recordings. We're getting a bunch of stuff set up ahead of time. So if you see this much later than the event, I do apologize, but just keep a few of these tips in mind. Other than that, we'll keep grinding away. We'll keep knocking some stuff out. Free to play is working real hard. We're making some great progress there. So make sure to tune in. We've got a playlist for that. We've got a raid series. We're going to be continuing to add to our Wasteland Survival Guide, which is a deep dive on different mechanics, locations. So hopefully you've been enjoying those if you're new or coming back or looking for some tips. And good, want to make those again really high quality. Keep those to be really useful for folks. So we put the time and the energy and the effort into that. And the rest of this is just for fun and constant updates. We're going to be talking, if it isn't up already, we're going to be talking about some settlement as well. We've been making some moves here on our main account, and excited to share all of that stuff with you. Hopefully, I'm not sure when this video will go up and what the timeline will look like. Maybe we'll have some more update news by then, I hope. But time will tell on that, and we'll be sure to share it. That stuff will come out immediately as soon as we can record and get a video up and share that with all of y'all. So stay tuned. Discord, all that stuff. Take a look at the links in the description. We got our main account too if you want to go check out some of the games we're playing over there. And yeah, we just appreciate all the support. Socials, like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff. Help us get to 10K. Click on some more videos. We really appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.